for a full 30 minutes. I don't usually get this much time. I need to just adjust a couple of things. And also, like, reminder, if you like to have ritual in your practice, like, oh, this candle, like lighting a candle or using some essential oil, like right now would be a great time. So go ahead and do that. And as far as everything, okay, it feels a little bit like dark in here, but that's okay. As far as our practice for today, we will be doing a very gentle restorative practice. This practice will mostly take place from a seated pose. So if you struggle with a long period of sitting, maybe use a chair. And I'd like for you to use something on the ground that is super cozy. So maybe a blanket, bolster, something along those lines. And if you have or need anything else like cozy socks, a blanket to kind of cuddle up with, then do that. But let's find a seat. So this seat can be cross-legged, it can be legs extended. You could also prop yourself up against a wall, or get in whatever pose you feel like is right for you. So sometimes people like to have some sort of back support. So if you are like practicing next to a couch or a chair and you want to lean up against it for the seated version, then go for it. You could also sit in the couch or the chair, that's fine too. When you're ready, let's bring our hands down to the knees and begin to breathe. Today's practice will focus on self-love, with it being Valentine's Day, like on Saturday, and we need to give ourselves way more love than we give our partners in this practice, at least, just because we deserve it. We deserve to get all of the love to ourselves for this practice. So bring hands to the knees, close your eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths. And if it feels uncomfortable to close your eyes, you can always have a soft gaze, or you can have your eyes open. That's fine too. Just let yourself relax here. Taking some deep inhales and exhales. Deep inhale, open mouth exhale. Let it go. Deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Two more times. Deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Then come to a smooth breath. This is something that feels really good. So natural breathing, something that just feels like effortless. Maybe bring attention to your legs and your feet. Give them a wiggle. Flex the muscles and release. And let's imagine a little light, and it begins in the left toes, and the light might bounce to that left heel. So let's move this light around. It could be a little ball, it could just be like, a ray of light. It lights up the foot now. It's kind of going back and forth, bouncing in that left foot. And then as we bring that light a little brighter, it comes up to the knee, that left knee. So it goes knee, heel, toe, heel, knee, heel, toe. Back and forth, kind of like the breath. So as we inhale, it might go up to the knee. As we exhale, it might go down to the toe. And maybe it moves up to that hip, that left hip, and going up and down that left leg. Bring attention there. Do you feel any tingling sensation now that we're bringing awareness to that left leg? Do you feel a warming sensation? Do you feel no difference? Let's check in with ourselves. And then that light moves over across our pelvis to the other hip, to the right hip. So now our hip is lit up, our left leg, and it's going back and forth, feeling into that left side of the body and the hip. And as we find our focus, maybe we squeeze that pelvic floor, the mula bandha, and release, let go, and then just check in. Do we feel a different sensation in that area of our body? And the light moves down to the knee on the right and up to the hip and back to the other. So it goes up and down with this path that you've created. Notice the sensations as you light up more parts, how they become brighter or maybe tingly, warm. And then let the light travel down to that ankle or the heel, and then move back into the right toes. So now we have both legs all lit up, bright, balancing light. Or maybe at this point, the light is there, so as we inhale, it just gets brighter everywhere. And as we exhale, it gets dimmer everywhere. Now imagine the spine. Let's sit tall here. And as we inhale, we can bring our hands to the belly. Let that belly get big and push out that belly where the hands are. Exhale, let the belly go. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Moving in and out, maybe bringing a lot of light to the belly. It's like a circular motion, swirling around. Let's squeeze the belly and just like give it a hug, like thank you belly for existing on my body. I appreciate you. You are exactly as you need to be. Don't change a thing. You are mine and I only get one, so I will appreciate you. Take your time here, feel into your breath. And then move that light up the spine. It rolls the shoulders down and back. And the light is all the way up to your shoulders, and it's going bouncing up and down and swirling in the belly and bouncing in the legs. You've lost track of where the ball is, and now it just kind of all over is lit up. Inhaling, exhaling, it gets brighter and then more dim. And then let's bring our attention to the arms. We can give them a flex, fingers a wiggle. And just and the light is like wanting to pour into the hands. So just let them go into the shoulders, into the forearms, into the fingertips. Just kind of like just fills them up so quickly. And then bring attention to the neck, allowing it to be right in line. And then begin to breathe in through the nose, finding that ujjayi breath. This is that breath of life that feels so good. So as we sip in the air, we count to 4 or 5 or 6. This allows that light to get super bright. And then exhale for 4 or 5 or 6, getting super dim. And as we find this breath of life, this pranayama energy, we can see that it affects like how we feel about our body. So inhale for 4, exhale for 4. And maybe 4 is not enough, so we go to 5. Maybe that's enough, but we go to 6 just to check. And yeah, 5 was the magic number, so we go back to 5. Find the breath, feel into your body, let your light shine. As you breathe and move that light, or maybe that light is just beaming out of you. Let's focus on the parts we might not have sent love to recently. Which body parts need love? Which body parts don't receive that much love? These are parts of you. They are not you, but they are parts of you. they function, and they serve a purpose, and they deserve to get a little bit of love. So let's focus on your chin. It helps to frame your beautiful face and feels really good. Holding everything together. Your arms, they're strong, they carry things, they work hard for you. Your legs, the thighs especially, maybe you give them a squeeze and just say, thank you legs for walking me around, I appreciate you. Maybe your hips, you don't like your hips, squeeze them and say, I appreciate you. I love you and I appreciate you. Take your time here and examine any other places in the body that you have insecurities about. This is a safe place where we can explore and be completely open with ourselves about these insecurities and then send love there. So let's try to change the frame of what we're saying. Instead of, I wish this, you say, I love this. Like, I wish this was different. I love this part about me. So let's just change our dialogue and bring love into the mix. So I love my arms. I love my legs. Breathe here. Find that ujjayi. Notice if your shoulders begin to round and you need to find that length in the spine again. Go ahead and find it. And as we inhale and exhale and be one with the breath, one with the intention, one with the light. My dog. Let's just tap into the breath for a few more rounds. On that next exhale, we sit tall with eyes still closed. We bring the right ear all the way down to the right shoulder. And then the left hand decides, does it stay in the lap, reach off to the side, or the top of the hand come to the base of the spine? Our eyes are still closed, so explore this with eyes closed. Let yourself maybe be like Goldilocks and think about which one will serve you best for today. As we inhale, maybe the muscle gets a little bit shorter, and as we exhale, the muscle gets a little bit longer and the light is brighter. We're sending air and breath right to that muscle. On that next inhale, we come back to center. Exhale, we release that left hand. Take another inhale, we sit tall, and then exhale, left ear to the left shoulder, and the right hand decides. Stay in your lap, reach to the side, or the top of the hand to the base of the spine. You get to choose here. What do you want from this shoulder stretch? As we inhale, maybe the shoulder gets shorter, and exhale, it gets much longer. And we feel that stretch happening because of our breath. As we sit here and focus on this, maybe we're thinking, I love my neck. It holds up my head. It's so amazing. On that next inhale, we come back to center, releasing that right hand. And we sit tall, and maybe we keep our eyes closed, or maybe we open them. If we open them, we acclimate ourselves to the light in the room. Inhale, scooping the arms all the way up, looking up, or just lifting our chin. And then exhale, bring hands all the way down to the ground. Our fingertips touch first and then the palms. Notice how there's a difference in the touch. It's like we tent the fingers like cupcakes are underneath them, and then we spread out our hands and let the palms touch. And just notice the nerve endings reacting to that touch. We press into the sides of the belly where it meets the thigh, and this gives us just a little bit more room to find a forward fold. We tuck our chin in and our shoulders round. And we find that ujjayi. I love my back. I love my hips. I love my legs. What are we stretching? Let's send it love. And breathe here. Find that ujjayi breath. On that next inhale, we rise all the way back up and then bring our hands behind us, give us support, and we're able to lean back and then switch the direction of our legs, maybe by widening our legs and then bringing them back together. Inhale, we scoop up the arms, bringing them up like finding a beach ball above our heads, and then shoulders come away from the ears, and then exhale, we fold, maybe staring at our thumbs or eyes are closed. We plant our fingertips down, tent the fingers, and then spread the hands, finding that nerve little sense of touch. Place our hands where the belly meets the thigh and make room here. And then maybe we do that touch thing again. Roll the shoulders forward and the chin comes to the chest and find the breath. Find that ujjayi. On that next inhale, we rise all the way up. And let's find some arm circles, circling the arms up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, circle, maybe find a little arch in our back. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Find a few more rounds, the rhythm of our own breath here. Inhaling, circling up. Exhaling, bringing hands to heart center. Whatever that looks like for you. One more deep breath, one more circle. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. And let's just be still for a moment, for a breath. Tap in, let yourself feel like your whole body is tingling. Be present in your body, maybe even close your eyes and let yourself feel into the body. Where do you feel the tingles? Where do you feel the light? Where do you feel the love? That next inhale, we circle again. Maybe eyes stay closed or open. Shoulders away from ears. We look up, reach up, and then look to the horizon or just bring our head to neutral. And the right hand comes down. Left hand comes up and over for a side stretch. We can look up at our left elbow and really sink down that left hip, finding the stretch in the left side of our bodies. Inhale, we rise, both arms coming all the way back up, finding that arch in our spine again. And then back to neutral. Exhale, hands, left hand comes down, right hand comes up and over. And then sink down that right hip as that right hand reaches up and over. I love my hips. I love my side body. And that next inhale, both hands come back down. And let's find some shoulder stretches. So up, down, and back. We roll the shoulders, feeling into the breath. Inhale and exhale. Finding that ujjayi, letting ourselves just kind of roll through here. And then we go in that opposite direction, rolling forward. We do this a few times, and it doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be slow. It just needs to be present. Like, do you feel yourself moving as you do it? And then come back to center and take a deep breath. Arms come out like a T, palms face out, and then reach behind you. So we're stretching the front of our shoulders. We can lift up the chin and feel that little back bend. And then exhale, wrap our arms around ourselves and the elbows tuck into our belly. And maybe we lift one shoulder at a time, finding a little shoulder dance, like we chillin' at a party and we holding down the chips in the dip. Barbecue chips with French onion dip, please. On that next inhale, we rise all the way back up. Reach our arms out to the sides. We find that stretch one more time. And this time, opposite hand comes on top. I think it was this way, yeah. And we tuck our elbows in, and we find our shoulder dance one more time because we grooving at that wonderful socially distanced party in the corner by the chips and the dip. Like, yeah, we eating this dip while we dancing. On that next exhale, we come back to center. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Deeply inhale, open mouth, exhale. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. One more time. If you're sitting on something, I encourage you to put it on the mat to where your back can lie down on it. Now, if you have blocks, you can use an L shape to the block. So one tall, one short. If you don't, you just lie down whatever the pillow is that you're using. So let's get ourselves set up for a nice Shavasana. If you don't have anything, you just lie on your back. It's totally fine. This is just an extra. It's not like you can't do this. Alexa, off. She thinks I say her name. That's the problem. I think that's the true problem. And we line ourselves up and then bring our hips down. And maybe just bend the knees and find this nice open chest Shavasana. So arms are out by my side, my chest is open, and I'm breathing. I can do this at any level. This is just like an incline. If I were to remove the blocks, my chest would just be open, maybe not like lifted up as much. And if I had no bolster, my chest would just be open. I just wouldn't feel as much of a pull on my shoulders. All of the ways are good. Whatever version you choose is good. Relax your head and close your eyes. Now let's find a deep breath here. Deeply inhale, open mouth, exhale. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. Two more times. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. Make some noise. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Let go of anything that's coming up for you. If it would feel good to extend your legs, then do that. If you need to keep your knees bent, then do that. Find the version of Shavasana that will fit for you here. Close your eyes, relax whatever you can, and come into just a smooth breath, something that's natural and effortless. And then relax your jaw, relax your forehead, and any other place you might be holding tension. If there's things coming up like task lists or to-dos, those things can always be put behind the yoga door. So try to clear out your mind of anything that doesn't serve you here in Shavasana. And finally, remind yourself this is your Shavasana. You get to take this. You get to feel good in your Shavasana. So let this time be for you. You don't need to feel guilty, and you don't need to feel like you've been here for too long and you need to get up and do something. Try to be here as long as you possibly can. It's literally only 3 minutes long. We'll spend the next few minutes in silence for your Shavasana. The next exhale, begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Circle out wrists and ankles. And take both arms overhead for a full body stretch. Let it feel sweet. And then gently either push yourself up if you're in an incline or roll to one side. And then push yourself up to find a comfortable seated posture. Once you're here, you can cross your legs or have legs extended, whatever feels good. Bring your hands to your heart center, tuck your chin and close your eyes. And let yourself be present. Thank yourself. And send love to all those amazing body parts that we focused on for today. Amazing job, friends. Bring your thumbs to third eye. The divine light within me honors the divine light within each and every one of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Yay! I love this practice. It's easily one of my most favorite weekly yoga sessions. So just as a reminder, it's every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also have a complete guide to yoga for fat beginners. And right now it's only $27, so I'll include a link in the description once this finishes uploading. And on Friday, it will go up to $97. So if you are interested, I would say scoop it up now. I also have a Rockin' Self-Love workshop, and it's only $8.88 until Friday, and it goes up to $27. After that, it's a 60-minute kind of like rock out, and again, it is meant for beginners. We do every single exercise from a chair. And that is it, friends. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I will see you next time.